The 2024.1 version of SA offers some real significant advantages for template construction within SA. So if you were to use features, we never really had the ability to combine that with particular types of user guidance or user measurement without using a script. But we have a lot of tools. We have auto measure, guide points, proximity triggers. All of these things now can be included within the properties of a relationship by configuring its trapping controls. And this now gives you a lot of options, and I've put together a little demo here to show you how that might be done, just as an example. But real quickly, what you have control over is where the points go, so you can control the collection and the group that the points will be measured into, so you can collect them how you'd like. You can select what guide points to use, or you could use vectors if you wanted to. You can use auto measure if you have a set of targets already laid out for yourself, or you can use tactile guidance. So I'm just going to simply measure the initial set of points using the closest point and have it match my names for me. And then in the next two features, what I'm going to do is just show you the two different options: proximity triggers and zooming. So let me just demo that for you just to give you an idea. And I've done a couple of more things. You can use callouts and you can use an embedded script, which I've included at the end just as a demo. So really you have the ability to build a template that triggers a whole series of operations just like setting up a script. So let's give that a quick try. So if I go here and I just simply want to measure the first feature, you can choose trapping directly, but I prefer to use the inspection bar. So from the Home tab, there is this inspection bar, which basically is a reduced view of the tree, and you can also access it very easily from this menu item. But once you have it, all you do is double click to start measuring, and you'll see I'll immediately get my guide points showing up as to where to measure. So when I pick up the arm, you'll see that the tip approaches the guide points. And like I said, as you measure, the points will disappear, and you can measure them in any order you want. It's just simply matching the closest point. So that's basic guide point inspection. The next one is quite a bit more complex. This is proximity triggers, and I've actually shown all of the possible windows to give you an idea. We have a watch window, and we have a 2D display to help guide you into position. So the whole idea, you'll see the probe tip appears, is to point you to the target. And as you get to the target, it will actually trigger the measurement for you. And all you have to do is place the probe within the desired proximity on the part to trigger the measurement. So that's the idea of proximity triggers. It makes it super easy. But if you want just a little bit more control, the next option is zooming. And this is great on a big part where you need to know exactly where to measure and you want to zoom in. So you'll see as the probe tip approaches the part, it zooms to show you your proximity to the target. And then when I'm within the yellow button or the yellow sphere, I know I'm close enough and I can trigger a measurement. There you go. So those were three examples of the guided measurement process. And then the other thing that's kind of neat is if I go to the next feature here, you can turn on the callouts. So I'll just measure some points. Oops, I slipped. Hold long button to erase the last. And then continue measuring. On to the next. And now I'm going to measure a cylinder, and if you notice I was able to dynamically change the measure mode. So now I'm going to do a spatial scan, and as the scan is taking place you'll see that the cylinder coverage is adjusting to show you how much measurement you've actually covered. So that's just kind of a neat additional feature. And now what I did was I actually used a little MP script just as an example to show you can include that within the inspection bar itself, which then just changed the CAD from a solid color to translucent to help you see a scan. And there you go. That's the idea. So if I now stop this, you can close the inspection bar. And what we've done is essentially guide through the measurement of these particular features. And the other piece of this is that you can then open the report and all of the features should be integrated for you.